we get you up to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Sean Yao. The Bay Area Dragons showed heart and forced a Game 7 in the PBA Commissioner's Cup Finals against crowd favorites, the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Marty Bautista tells us more.
They need a basket. Oh, the turnover against Yang. Brownlee pushing. Stan Hardinger has it now. Christian off the spin. Stan Hardinger all the way!
The Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings look poised for celebration after getting ahead by 7 points in the fourth quarter of Game 6 of the PBA Commissioner's Cup Finals. After that 3-point play by Christian Stan Hardinger, 73-66. But with their backs against the wall, the Bay Area Dragons showed a never-say-die attitude usually seen from Ginebra as they slowly chipped away at the lead.
Miles bringing the ball down for the Bay Area Dragons. Good screen provided. Powell. Difficult three-point shot is gone. These are impossible shots that Powell's making.
Both teams exchanged blows throughout the remaining moments of the game until the Dragons snatched the lead. Ginebra import Justin Brownlee drove for a layup with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left to bring his team to within a point, 85-84.
23 remaining. Brownlee. Layup is money.
Who else?
But that proved to be the Gin Kings' final points of the game. Bay Area import Miles Powell reactivated for Game 6 due to an injury to Andrew Nicholson missed on a potential game-sealing 3. But the Dragons were able to secure the offensive rebound and got themselves a couple of free throws. Powell drained the first.
The first free throw for Powell is good to extend the lead to 2.
Powell went 1 of 2 again in his second pair of charities, giving Ginebra a chance to tie the game. But in the last play, the Dragons did a good job denying Brownlee the ball, causing Japeth Aguilar to take the final shot, which he missed.
5.4 remaining. Japeth the first option. They're not fouling. Japeth goes to LA. Tenorio to Japeth, steps back for 3. No good. And we are going to Game 7.
Final score 87-84 for Bay Area. The win extends the PBA Final Series to a do-or-die Game 7.
Whenever we lack, we know that they're going to punch us. So, we stick together, we break the huddle and say family. Family has each other back, and that's just what we all out there trying to do. The main goal today was to win and get to Game 7, and that's what we did.
Powell led the way for the Dragons with 29 points and 7 rebounds, while Hayden Blankley chipped in 23 points. For Barangay Ginebra, Brownlee again anchored the team on both ends with a monster stat line, 37 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, 4 steals, and 4 blocks. Forward Jamie Malonzo says their defense has got to be better in Game 7.
It's unfortunate we didn't get the win. Really close to getting it, but it's gonna be a grind in the Game 7 for sure. They got a lot of shooters, they got a lot of weapons, and we just sort of got to keep them under control. So probably defense for sure in Game 7.
While Game 6 drew the highest attendance by the league in the pandemic era, more than 22,000 fans flocked to the Smart Araneta Coliseum, mostly Ginebra fans. Though the victory party was spoiled, they're not losing hope for their favorite team.
Siyempre, hindi pa payag yung Ginebra namin. Game 7 sa amin na. Champion na kami! Ginebra! 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 Babawi kami! Ginebra! Ginebra! Ginebra!
The winner-take-all Game 7 will be on Sunday, January 15, 5:45 p.m. at the Philippine Arena. Games will also be shown live on One Sports and TV5. For News 5, Marty Bautista, We Are One News.
And 3 scalpers were arrested in Cubao, Quezon City for allegedly selling overpriced tickets for Game 6 of the PBA Finals. The suspects were apprehended following an undercover operation where authorities posed as buyers of 13 tickets for 13,000 pesos. The operation came on the back of complaints from PBA fans about scalpers selling expensive tickets. 50 tickets worth 11,500 pesos were seized from the suspects. The scalpers were issued an ordinance violation receipt with a fine of 5,000 pesos. And Pinoy cager Juan Gomez de Liaño shown in his second game for the BC Wolves of the European North Basketball League. De Liaño scored 22 points and had 5 steals in just 24 minutes during the Wolves' 89-60 win over Valmiera Glass Via. This was a different story for the former UP Fighting Maroons standout after a quiet first game. The win puts the Wolves in third place in the 12-team league with a 10-5 win-loss slate. Diliano is the first homegrown Filipino player to sign in Europe. More sports stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching The Game on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Philippine women's football team is set to begin their quest for the 2024 Paris Olympics with a qualifying tournament in April. The Pinay Booters are in Pot 1 with Vietnam, Chinese Taipei, Thailand, Myanmar, Uzbekistan, and India ahead of the qualifying draw in Malaysia on Thursday. For the qualifiers, 26 teams will be divided into 7 groups and will play in a single round-robin format. Games will be played at a centralized venue from April 3 until April 11. For the Tokyo Olympics, the 53rd ranked Philippines only managed to reach the second round of qualifiers. The Filipinos are looking to sustain momentum, having advanced to the elite FIFA Women's World Cup happening later this year. And tennis superstar Naomi Osaka announces that she is expecting her first child a few days after withdrawing from the Australian Open. The four-time Grand Slam champ posted on social media a sonogram image along with a quote, "A little life update for 2023. In her short message, Osaka says she looks forward to the moment when her child can watch her games. The Japanese tennis ace assured that she will return to professional competition and that she will be at the Australian Open next year. Several tennis stars showed off their best trick shots at the Rod Laver Arena in Melbourne, Australia for the Tennis Place for Peace event. World number 2 Rafa Nadal as well as Andy Murray and Coco Gauff took part in a skills challenge before teaming up for a mixed doubles match in a game of dingles, which is a combination of singles and doubles matches. All proceeds from the event will be donated to UNICEF Australia and Global Giving, both of which support humanitarian efforts in Ukraine. And here's the latest around the NBA, starting off with the Boston Celtics beating the New Orleans Pelicans 125-114. Jaylen Brown poured in game highs of 41 points and 12 rebounds, outdueling CJ McCollum, who had 38 of his own. Brown's co-star Jason Tatum added 31 points and 10 rebounds to push the Celtics' winning streak to 4. The Pelicans played without stars Zion Williamson and Brandon Ingram. The Milwaukee Bucks do a monster scoring output to down the Atlanta Hawks 114-105. Giannis only had 7 points but had 18 rebounds and 10 assists as Drew Holiday and center Brook Lopez carried the offensive load. The Hawks, though, put up a fight even without star point guard Trae Young. And over in Washington, Kyle Kuzma drilled a game-winning three-pointer with 6 seconds left as the Wizards complete their come-from-behind win over the Chicago Bulls 100-97. Kuzma finished with 21 points, while Deni Avdija had a career-high 20 rebounds as the Wiz negated Zach LaVine's 38 points. Both teams were without key players, Lonzo Ball and DeMar DeRozan for Chicago, and Bradley Beal and Kristaps Porzingis for Washington. For the latest in sports, visit our website at onesports.ph. Meantime, the Newsday continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'm Sean Yao. Thanks for watching.